If you feel like you've been creating content forever without clear momentum, or if you're looking to level up your growth here on YouTube, then this video is for you. I'm breaking down my 3-month content strategy based on the book, The 12-Week Year, and everything that I've learned from the past 6 months of creating content here on YouTube. So let's dive in. As a quick overview, the 12-Week Year book is about treating each 12-week period as if it's a full year, with intense focus, faster feedback loops, and real accountability. In this video, I'm going to cover what I'm starting, stopping, and continuing, how I'm thinking freshly about my content strategy, and what I'll be tracking over the next 12 weeks. First, some quick reflections on all the things that I've learned in the past 6 months. And I created a separate video on this if you'd like to watch that video after this one. Consistency matters more than perfection. You can't be overly caught up in getting every single thing right. It's important that you create the content, you get it out there, and you continuously do this. Shorts have been powerful for reach, but the reality is it's long-form content that is helping me develop trust with my audience. I learned that personal storytelling mixed in with educational, valuable content is a magic combo. Your audience is interested in learning. However, no one wants to be lectured at. So if you can deliver content in a way that differentiates you from others by bringing your own perspective and sharing what you've learned on your journey, people want to hear that. I also learned that the energy that you bring on camera is important, even when you feel like it's too much. At the end of the day, people are watching videos because they want to be entertained, they want to be informed, they want to learn something new. And if they're going to spend their time with you, people want to feel good. So creating content that is motivating, positive, inspiring, this all resonates really well with your audience. And lastly, I learned that tracking certain metrics by themselves can be misleading. For example, views. It's important to look at your analytics in a more well-rounded, holistic way. Getting into the details of the comments from your audience, looking at things like your retention, seeing how much time your audience is spending on your videos. When you combine your qualitative plus your quantitative metrics, you see a much more holistic picture about your content and how it's performing on YouTube. So now let's get into the things that I'm going to start, stop, and continue doing over the next 12 weeks. The things that I'm going to start. First of all, I'm going to develop a better system that can help me with recording videos, posting content consistently, and engaging with my audience. I also want to experiment more with my delivery, narration, and storytelling formats. In order to help me be more consistent with my output, I want to prioritize topics that I know really well and that I can speak about in an impromptu fashion. I don't need excessive prepping, excessive planning. I can just jump right into the topic and speak about it directly. I also want to start engaging more with my audience and do this by being more engaged in my comments, by leveraging different types of community posts, and also experiment with going live. And lastly, although I'll continue to review all of my metrics, I really want to prioritize 3 of them. I want to prioritize my click-through rate, my audience retention, and my watch time. Now the things that I'm going to stop doing. First of all, it's creating long videos that are 13 minutes and beyond. Secondly, I want to stop creating videos that require extensive research. All of those things will take time, and time is going to be of the essence. I also want to stop creating videos that require excessive editing, or when I do find myself editing, make sure I'm not over-editing. And lastly, I want to stop aiming for perfection. Over these next 12 weeks, I want to prioritize speed and being done, being published, and trusting that done is better than perfect. Now for the things I want to continue doing. I want to continue focusing and prioritizing long-form videos, but just making them a little bit shorter. So just over 8 minutes. I also want to continue with not creating any additional shorts. I recently created a video about long-form video versus shorts and what my perspective is on both, and I'm going to continue with that. I want to continue having a conversational tone with my videos. So not being overly scripted, and make sure I bring my authentic self forward. And because I am genuinely interested in this and genuinely interested in helping people, I want to make sure that motivational and inspirational aspects comes out and stands through in my content. Another thing that I want to continue doing is slowing down when I speak. Slowing down so I make less mistakes and then I have less editing to do. I also want to continue to dig deep into the lessons and things that I'm observing and using that to help my audience. Instead of sharing content with generic tips, I want to really share my lived experience and what I'm observing, what I'm learning from my analytics, and what I'm learning from my own growth process. Staying true to my background in product management, I want to make sure that I continue to prioritize my audience and I'm audience focused. For example, asking myself, what will help my audience today? I want to make sure that I continue to stay close to what my audience needs, what's going to be helpful and valuable to them, and I look for different ways to acknowledge their real pain points and address them. So if there are some challenges that you're experiencing in your own content creation process, definitely let me know down in the comments, because I would love to understand that and look for different ways I can incorporate some of the things that will be helpful to you in my future content. At the end of the day, this is about creating content that resonates with all of you who are watching. So these are the things I plan to incorporate in my process over the next 12 weeks in terms of what I'm going to start, stop, and continue. And again, I'm using the framework from the book, The 12-Week Year, to do this. The biggest thing here is the mindset shift. So instead of thinking, where will my channel be in a year? I'm instead asking, where will my channel be in 12 weeks? What are the specific things that I'm looking to accomplish? This means having clear, specific, measurable goals for myself. For example, I want to get to the point of quantifying how many videos I'd like to publish and be able to say things like, I'm looking to grow the returning viewers on my channel by 15%. Some of the specific goals that I have are to increase my subscriber base to 1,000, to achieve 40% when it comes to average percentage viewed, and to average about 300 watch time hours on my channel every month. I plan to do a weekly review on Sundays where I'm looking at my analytics holistically, but specifically looking to understand what's working, what needs to be improved, and what I can do better. This way, I'm able to adjust as needed, take the feedback in, and make small pivots instead of big restarts. So you've seen my process, and now a little bit of advice for you. If you're also looking to grow your channel, I hope this can inspire you with some encouragement. You don't need to be perfect to make some real progress. And it's really in these small moves, these consistent actions that we get and build momentum. So if some of the strategies that I plan to use here will be helpful for you, if you are to embark on your own 12-week journey, I would love to hear in the comments. Which ones resonate with you the most? Which ones do you plan to incorporate in your own process? If you plan to also set up a 12-week plan, let me know in the comments. I would love for us to be able to keep each other accountable. If this video helps you rethink your own content strategy, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.